Hello and welcome to The Frame, an initiative of Access Framingham. We begin this week by continuing with the municipal budget development for the 2027 fiscal year, as Framingham legislators could provide their final approval of a roughly $398 million budget in a matter of days. Mayor Charlie Sisitsky's proposal to fund the budget includes a 3.5% rise to the local tax levy rate and the use of $10 million in free cash, along with further reductions to requests and staffing across various municipal departments. The pitch also features reorganization and consolidation within some of those groups. Chief among them, veterans and senior services could fall under the public library's purview, while parks and recreation operations could be combined with the local facilities department. The directorial roles for Parks and Rec and the Callahan Center are at risk of being eliminated through those proposals. During the City Council Finance Subcommittee's meeting this Tuesday, June 9th, Sisitsky mentioned that he and his administration are still prepping specific details regarding the Parks and Rec consolidation with facilities, though he contended that the reorganization issue itself is a separate matter from the approval of the budget line item for the consolidated operations. District 8 City Councilor John Stefanini requested that more details be presented before giving the green light to that item, though at-large council member George King made a motion to have that proposed Parks and Rec budget approved.
Regardless of what the plan is for the reorg, it's going to be based on the budget that's presented, that we are almost at the 1 yard line to approve.
It's none of our business, in my opinion. We are the legislative body, they are the executive body. I am confident that in the budget they submitted, with the people they have supervising the parks, they will find the people to do what needs to be done for parks.
That parks budget, along with several other budget line items, were ultimately approved by the subcommittee this week. The full City Council is scheduled to meet on Tuesday, June 16th. During that meeting, the legislative group could vote on the final approval for the FY27 budget. That budget figure must be approved one way or another by the end of June, as the 2027 fiscal year begins on July 1st. Amid those ongoing budget discussions, the City Council's Finance Subcommittee heard from Framingham's Director of Public Works, Bob Lewis, about what to anticipate regarding DPW projects in the future. During the subcommittee's meeting last Thursday, June 4th, Councilor Stefanini explained he was looking to clarify with Lewis, who recently announced that he'll be retiring, if Framingham had any quote-unquote risk points in their FY27 budget while considering future DPW plans. Lewis explained that down the line, the city will need to continue to provide more investments to alleviate pressure and facilitate improvements, citing the work that will be required along Cochituate Road between Speen Street and Route 9 as an example. Regardless, the DPW director expressed confidence in the team that's currently in place to successfully complete any future projects after his retirement.
That road needs some love in the near future. That road will be $6 million to do what needs to be done in that road. So that'll chew up the entire appropriation, and all the other streets through the neighborhoods won't get any attention. It's a fine group of people. They know what they're doing. They're organized. They're coordinated, and they'll pull it off.
The 2026 FIFA World Cup is officially underway. In turn, local and state officials are working to preserve public health during the international soccer tournament. 48 nations will be competing during the month-long event, as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough will host 7 matches between this Saturday, June 13th, and July 9th. In order to protect residents and visitors alike, the Massachusetts Department of Public Health is working with local, state, and federal partners to enact real-time health surveillance and mobilize several health resources. In a similar way, Framingham health officials have collaborated with their local and statewide partners, as Chief Public Health Nurse for the city, Linda Phelan, noted during the Board of Health's meeting this week that Framingham is at a low risk for transmittable diseases. In the meantime, local and state officials are advising residents and visitors during the World Cup to take proper steps to increase safety. They include staying hydrated, washing hands, checking food, and safely navigating through crowds. Phelan said it best this week, quote, "Public safety is the ultimate team sport." More details on every top story that we cover on the show are available on our website, www.theframe.news. Log on there to find full written articles, feature pieces we've completed across the city, and a calendar filled with upcoming local events. Be sure that you're subscribed to our email newsletter as well to ensure that you never miss out on Framingham News in Focus. Framingham High School's class of 2026 was honored during their graduation ceremony last Friday, June 5th. Hundreds of students, along with their family and friends, gathered at Bowditch Field as graduates received their diplomas and tossed their caps into the air in celebration of their achievements. FHS Principal Mark Albright praised the 2026 class for their consistent resilience over the last 4 years, while Class Officer Ryan Hepp urged his classmates to embrace what lies ahead of them after graduation.
The truth is, no one has everything figured out by the end of high school. What matters is having the courage to keep learning, growing, and moving forward.
We come from different places, different backgrounds. We have different paths ahead of us. But we are all stepping into the exact same uncertainty. And remember that uncertainty represents opportunity. What more could we ask for than opportunities?
A few reminders for Framingham residents ahead of a pair of holidays. First, the city's Flag Day Parade and ceremony will be taking place this Sunday, June 14th at Cushing Memorial Park. Hosted by the Framingham Veterans Council, the event will kick off with a parade at 10 a.m., followed by a ceremony at the park, which will begin at 11. Then next Friday, June 19th, marks Juneteenth, the newest official federal holiday in the United States, which commemorates the end of slavery within the nation. In turn, the Memorial Building and non-emergency offices will be closed that day, along with the Callahan Center and the city's libraries. Juneteenth Fest will also be held the following day, June the 20th, at Farm Pond Park from 1 to 6 p.m. The free event will feature live performances and music, vendors, activities, and more. As always, you can find additional local news coverage by following us on social media. Our home on Instagram is at @FrameNews_, and you can search for The Frame on Facebook as well. Subscribe to Access Framingham's channel on YouTube and hit the bell icon there to be notified whenever new content is uploaded. Follow us on Spotify too, where we publish full Frame episodes for you to watch or listen to. That will do it for this week's Framingham News in Focus. For all of us here at The Frame, thanks for joining us. My name is Brendan Fitzpatrick. We'll talk to you next week. Take care.